I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed, like, hey.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from the bank. Deontay Hardy to return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. First down, here's Lamar. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. He's got a gain of 6 there. Zach Bond with the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the 31. That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Has it down close. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Broncos. They start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back. For a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air, it's Hurts. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Tight end in motion left. 2nd down. Hurts throwing again. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That's caught for the 1st. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. They send the tight end in motion left. Hurts now on fourth. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson gets this to Bateman. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've got first down from the 31. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Chased out to his right. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 13-0 lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he's going to field this in the end zone without a return, so they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down, and they go right back to it. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Coming in for the stop is Michael Pierce. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Gets it to Paris Campbell. That play good for 17 on a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got time here. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Down the sideline inside the 30. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. Going to the ground again on first. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
They're going to run with Barkley. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They bring their tight end left. Hurts now from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles make it a one-score game in the first half. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Hardy on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's on the move. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. Offense in the hurry up here. First down throw for Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. Lamar now from the gun. Bateman hauls it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Mitchell gets it from the gun. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Sidney Brown in on that stop. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Lamar back to throw. Complete Derrick Henry. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens with a chance to boost their lead. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Now here's Lamar. Henry on the catch. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Lamar. Forced out to his right. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
13. No, we changed it.
They motion the slot man right. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone. Mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
Right on the doorstep now. Here's 1st and goal from inside the 1. QB sneak coming. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. Campbell hauls it in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Complete out to the right side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Hurts to throw. Goddard brings it in on the slant. And he goes out a little short of the 40. That one gains 7. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Hurts throwing again. Escapes the pocket. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. This one intended for the running back. So it's second down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Hurts trying again on second down. On the move, headed right. He's running with it. The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. And a great return comes to an end with the tackle.
And there is nothing like a defense taking the ball away for you. Right? It's all about the ball. It's all about, you hear me preach that all the time. Get the ball back. Well, they get the ball back with a little extra bonus on that return as well.
Ravens calling on Justin Tucker for the field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Now Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First and 10, here's Hurts. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. So it'll be second down. Here's Hurts. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. On 1st down, Hurts. He's on the move. Wow, wide open here. Complete. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Fires right away, but incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely correctly headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction, but how well the defense had that one covered.
Still sticking with the passing game. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock, even if it would have been a touchdown. That was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time.
And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's Steven Sims with the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. Ball at the 33 for first down. Blitz coming here, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. Another try following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Hey, middle.
Jackson now on third. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 35 out of that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down, here's Lamar. Throw left side, complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Josh Sweat making the stop. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Again, this is Mitchell. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Now it's Lamar. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion. Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he elects not to bring this one out, so no run back, and we'll pick things up from the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Forced out to his right. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
From the 40 on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. On the run. He's got it. Looks like the feeder rebounds too. Oh, I don't believe it. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. They kick the running back in motion. First down throwing for Hurts. Getting out to his left. Throwing on the run. Deep down that left side.
You know, that's a high degree of difficulty throw. Not a lot get tougher than that one. But now, fortunately, Kate, he aired it closer to the sideline, and it goes harmlessly out of bounds.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. Completed to his running back. He's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Working quickly here. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
Throwing it again here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles now within one score in the 4th. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles get it back to within 6. They got a touchdown, but that is only half the job. Still got to get this kick back and score another. And And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
This is Henry on second. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. They put Flowers in motion right. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. He got him very close. 4 yards there, but it's 4th and goal at the 2.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Justin Tucker out for the field goal. A lot of pressure hovering over this kick. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
Best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Now he's trying one deep, center of the... He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Eagles losing by 9. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
He got the job done, Kate. That one is good. Now I think we all ask the question that they're probably asking on the headsets. With 1 timeout remaining, will they try an onside kick? Or do you rely on your defense and try to pin them deep?
And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Catch made by Mitchell. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. The give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Second and 6 coming up here.
Hey, come on.
Running once more with Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he's tackled for a short gain. Call it a couple of yards, and it's 4th down and 5. Justin Tucker out for the field goal. A lot of pressure hovering over this kick. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. His kick is good at the end, but boy, Brock, we might see some words exchanged at midfield here as they add 3 to the win as time expires. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Huard, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from